Hello and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be calculating percentages of amounts. So the objective here is to calculate percentages of amounts by finding simple benchmark percentages and then building from them. So the key idea is to find an easy percentage first and then build up to the percentage that you need. So common benchmarks we use are 10%, which is simply to divide by 10, and 1% is to divide by 100. So here are some examples. So firstly, we need to work out 10% of 80. So to work out 10%, we first divide by 10. So that's going to be 8. So 10% of 80 is going to be 8. To find 1% of 300, we just divide by 100. So 300 divided by 100, that's going to be 3. So 10% of 32, so we divide by 10 because it's 10%. So 32 divided by 10, that's going to be 3.2. So 10% of 32 is 3.2. And 1% of 5,000, so to find 1% we divide by 100, so 5,000 divided by 100, that's going to be 50. Here's another example. So this time we need to find 25% of 60. So you might know how to find 25% because you might know that 25% is 1/4 and 1/4 of 60 is 15. But if you use some benchmark percentages to work this one out, what we could do is we work out 10% by dividing by 10. So 10% of 60 is going to be 6. So 20% is therefore going to be 2 times 10%. So 20% is going to be 12. And 5% is going to be half of 10% because 5% is half of 10. So half of 10% is going to be 3 because half of 6 is 3. So now to work out 25%, I add 20% and 5%. So that's going to be 12 plus 3. So that's going to be 15. This one I'm finding 35% of 40. So if I start off by working out 10%, 10% is going to be 4 because 40 divided by 10 is 4. So then I can work out 30% by timesing 10% by 3. So 4 times 3, that's going to be 12. And then I could work out 5% by halving 10%. So half of 4 is 2, so 5% is 2. So now I can work out 35% by doing 12 plus 2, which is going to be 14. This last one, we're finding 7% of 200. So firstly, I'm going to work out 1% by dividing by 100. So 200 divided by 100, that's going to be 2. So 7%, I times 1% by 7. So 2 times 7, that's 14. So 7% is 14. Here's an exam style question on this topic. So a jacket costs £120. It's reduced by 15% in a sale. We need to know how much money is saved. So in order to work this out, we need to work out what 15% of 120 is. So to do this, I'm going to start off by working out 10%. So 10% of 120 is going to be 12 because 120 divided by 10 is 12. And then I could work out 5% of 120 by halving 10%. So half of 12 is 6. So 5% is going to be 6. So now to work out 15%, I'm going to do 10% plus 5%. So 10% is 12 and 5% is 6, and 6 plus 12 is 18. So 15% is 18. So that must mean it's reduced by £18. So it's an £18 reduction. The new cost of the jacket is therefore going to be £102, but that's not what they're asking. They're asking how much money is saved. So here are some quickfire practice questions on this topic. Pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so here are the answers to these questions, and that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!